Henry from the Geek Speak Radio Show at APE 2011. With me again, old friend of the show, David Glanzer. Hi, David.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing good. So let's talk a little bit about APE. If you guys aren't here, well, this is good. If you're watching this on Saturday, you already missed it. If you're watching it on Sunday, still have time to come here. If you're watching it on Monday, oh well, there's always next year. So tell a little bit about APE.
You know, APE is probably one of my favorite shows on the circuit, and certainly one of the favorite shows that we do. It's a very small show. I think last year we had nearly 6,000 people. But it's a show that's really devoted to independent, small press, self-publishers, things of that nature. It's an opportunity to really meet one-on-one with a lot of those people. There's an amazing amount of creativity in here. And one of the things that we do also is something called the Comics Creator Connection, and that is trying to pair writers and artists together, aspiring writers and artists. That's one of the programming rooms. But it's just dynamic. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of eclectic stuff to see, everything from comics to books to paintings, even textiles, stuff like that. It's a fun show.
And obviously the Comics Connection is a big hit because it was introduced here at APE last year. Then you brought it to WonderCon and Comic-Con, and then now it's back here again.
Yeah, it was born here. And what's really great is we found that there are a lot of aspiring artists and writers who don't know how to necessarily connect with each other. So you may have a great idea, but no way to realize it. If you're one or the other, this is the opportunity to bring those people together and hopefully work on a project together. So maybe in a couple of years we'll see some fruits from that.
Yeah, 'cause they can meet online, but it's a lot better when it's face to face.
Yeah, and they can have that rapport, and they don't have to live near each other necessarily, but at least they have an introduction face to face where they can meet, see if they click, see if their sensibilities are similar, and then go from there.
That's a little taste of what APE is like. Again, on the right-hand side over here, the column over there, if you're watching it on YouTube, you guys can find interviews with everybody that was here, including Shannon Wheeler, really funny guy you'll see in the interview. Spoke to some guests that we met at WonderCon earlier this year. They were shocked. I got a lot of texts and emails from people wondering, why is WonderCon leaving San Francisco? It's not. I've told you guys just seem to hear me when I say it's not in San Francisco, but you missed the second part. So I'm going to let David tell you what's going on with that.
Yeah, we were actually pretty surprised ourselves. What ended up happening is the Moscone Center, which is the home of WonderCon, are doing some renovations. And we tried to get some dates at Moscone, and sadly they just didn't have any dates for us. So we were faced with the option of either not having a show for a year or trying to find another location. At the very last minute, and in fact right on the heels of Comic-Con, we got word from Moscone that they had dates at their smallest hall. We were at that hall about 10 years ago, and there's no way we could have accommodated APE there, WonderCon there. Not enough floor space, not enough meeting space. So we started searching around, talked to some people, and the general thought was, instead of taking it out of the circuit for a year, why don't you find another venue? The best choice we could find was Anaheim, which had a number of hotel rooms, a big floor space, and a lot of meeting rooms. So for 1 year at least, it'll be in Anaheim.
Did you look at other venues, like, for example, Oakland? That's where WonderCon, before it was WonderCon, used to be.
Yeah, and one of the problems with Oakland was that it just, again, didn't have enough meeting space. I think a lot of people, when they look at WonderCon or Comic-Con, see the exhibit floor. And the exhibit floor is always really dynamic. And it's very important to us, but equally as important is that meeting space. We want to have workshops, we want to have programs. You see here at APE that we've devoted an entire second floor over here to the workshops and the Comics Creators Connection, and we have programs in the back on the other side. The same is true for WonderCon. We need to have a place that can accommodate the number of programs that we usually do, and so it was Anaheim. Now we hope to come back to San Francisco, but we have to get Moscone to give us dates for 2013.
So say that again one more time. You hope to
return to San Francisco. I mean, we would love to come back to San Francisco, but as of right now, we can't secure dates for 2013 either. So we're focusing on 2012 right now, and hopefully things will work out that we'll be able to be back in San Francisco in 2013.
So there you go, directly from David Glanzer, Director of Marketing, PR for Comic-Con International. The guys who put on APE behind us, WonderCon, Comic-Con. Comic-Con, the little convention, you may have heard of it. So again, David, thanks a lot, and you're always welcome on Geek Speak Radio Show.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be on.